My beloved child. There is a reason your eyes landed on this message today. Not tomorrow. Not yesterday. Right now. And listen carefully, don't skip this moment. Because what you are about to hear was not meant for everyone. Out of millions of people scrolling endlessly, distracted by noise, pulled in every direction, somehow, you stopped here. That is not ordinary. That is not random. Something bigger than coincidence is moving around your life at this very second. Archangel Michael is standing near the doorway of your breakthrough, and what he revealed today is shocking. Stay till the end. Because a surprising shift is already beginning behind the scenes, and if you leave too early, you may miss the exact message your spirit has been waiting for. Take one slow breath. Feel that? That pressure you have carried silently. That exhaustion nobody understands. That strange feeling that something in your life is about to change. It was never your imagination. For weeks, maybe months, maybe even years, you have been walking through invisible battles. Smiling in front of people while carrying storms inside your heart. Trying to stay strong while secretly asking heaven for one sign, one answer, one moment of relief. And tonight, the answer arrived. Archangel Michael says, the door they tried to close forever is about to open unexpectedly. Yes. You heard that correctly. The delay was not denial. The silence was not abandonment. And the pain was not punishment. Something was being prepared. Something huge. Don't skip. Because this next part may explain everything you have been feeling lately. Have you noticed strange shifts around you? Moments where you suddenly feel emotional for no reason. Moments where old memories return out of nowhere. Moments where you feel disconnected from people you once trusted. That is because your spirit has been sensing the change before your eyes could see it. Archangel Michael says a powerful separation is happening. What no longer belongs in your destiny is slowly leaving your path. And even though it hurt, even though it confused you, even though some nights felt unbearably heavy, it was protecting you from a future that would have broken your peace. Listen carefully now. Someone watching this has been crying in silence. You kept asking, why is everything taking so long? Why do I feel forgotten? Why do doors keep shutting in front of me? But heaven says, the closed doors were distractions. The delays were divine timing. And what is coming next will make the waiting worth it. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end because the final revelation in this message is not small. It is life-shifting. Archangel Michael says, there is a blessing near you that you cannot yet see. Not years away. Not someday. Near you. Closer than you think. That opportunity. That restoration. That peace. That unexpected phone call. That connection. That breakthrough. It is moving toward you quietly while you are worrying about things that heaven already handled. And this is the shocking part. The battle around your life intensified recently because your breakthrough is close. Yes. The confusion increased because clarity is near. The pressure increased because elevation is near. The attacks increased because something valuable is about to enter your hands. Don't skip this. Because many people quit right before the turning point. Many people walk away moments before the miracle appears. But not you. You were guided here for a reason. Archangel Michael says, watch carefully who suddenly changes around you in the coming days. Because hidden intentions are being exposed. People who secretly doubted you. People who smiled in your face but carried negativity behind your back. People who underestimated your future. They will not be able to stop what heaven already approved. And hear this clearly. You do not need revenge. You do not need to prove yourself. You only need to stay aligned with peace while heaven handles what you cannot see. Something massive is shifting. Even now, while you listen to these words, unseen doors are opening. Stay till the end. Because the next revelation is extremely important. There is someone watching this who almost gave up recently. You felt emotionally drained. You felt tired of trying. You felt like nobody truly understood the weight you carry. But Archangel Michael says, you survived every hard moment for a reason. Read that again in your spirit. You survived for a reason. There were moments you thought you would never recover from. Moments that shook your confidence. Moments that stole your sleep. Yet somehow, you are still here. Still breathing. Still hoping. Still searching. And heaven says your story is not ending in struggle. It is transforming. Right now, a powerful realignment is happening around your destiny. What once blocked you is weakening. What once delayed you is losing power. What once looked impossible is beginning to move. Do not ignore this feeling. Because your next season will not look like your last season. Archangel Michael says, the surprise arriving into your life will come from a direction you least expect. That is why confusion tried to distract you. That is why fear tried to silence you. That is why disappointment tried to convince you nothing would change. Because if you fully understood what was approaching, you would realize why the enemy of your peace worked so hard to exhaust you. But it failed. You are still standing. And heaven is not finished with you yet. Listen carefully now because this part is urgent. Over the next few days, protect your energy. Do not tell everybody your plans. Do not seek validation from people who cannot see your vision. Do not lower yourself trying to explain your worth to those committed to misunderstanding you. Archangel Michael says, move quietly. Your results will speak loudly. That line alone will change somebody's entire future. Stay till the end. Because one final message is coming, and it carries a once-in-a-lifetime warning and blessing together. There is a window opening for you. A rare moment. A divine opportunity. A turning point that will not look dramatic at first. It may arrive as a simple conversation. A random invitation. A sudden idea. A strange feeling pushing you to take one step forward. Do not ignore it. Because heaven often hides extraordinary breakthroughs inside ordinary moments. And here is the surprising revelation Archangel Michael wanted you to hear tonight. The thing you feared losing was never your real blessing. Pause for a second. Let that sink deep into your spirit. Some losses were protection. Some endings were rescue. Some disappointments were redirection. You thought everything was falling apart. But pieces were actually moving into their correct place. That is why your spirit has been restless lately. You are standing at the edge of transition. One chapter is quietly closing. Another is preparing to begin. And this next chapter will shock the people who counted you out. Don't skip. Because this final message matters deeply. Archangel Michael says, before this month changes, you will see a sign that confirms everything you heard today. It will happen unexpectedly. A door opening. A burden lifting. A conversation shifting. A sudden peace entering your heart. And when it happens, you will remember this moment. You will remember that something told you to stop scrolling. Something told you to listen. Something told you this message was different. Because it was. This was not just another video. This was a reminder that heaven still sees you. Even in silence. Even in confusion. Even in waiting. You are not forgotten. And something huge is already on its way toward you. There is something happening around your life right now that cannot be ignored anymore. And before this message continues, don't skip. Stay till the end. Because what Archangel Michael revealed next is so unexpected, so powerful, that only the people meant to hear it will truly understand why they were guided here tonight. You did not open this video by accident. Something pulled you here. Maybe you were scrolling quickly. Maybe your mind was full of stress. Maybe your heart was carrying silent questions nobody else knows about. Yet somehow, you stopped here. That matters more than you realize. Archangel Michael says, a hidden shift has already begun around your future. Not next year. Not someday. Now. Something huge is waiting for you. And the strange feeling you have been carrying lately? That feeling that something is changing. That restless energy. That emotional heaviness mixed with unexplained hope. It is confirmation that your spirit senses movement before your eyes can see it. Listen carefully. Because the next few minutes may change the way you see your life forever. For a long time, you have been carrying battles silently. You kept showing strength while feeling tired inside. You kept encouraging others while secretly needing encouragement yourself. You kept moving forward even when your soul felt exhausted. And heaven noticed every second of it. Not one tear was ignored. Not one sleepless night went unseen. Not one silent prayer disappeared into emptiness. Archangel Michael says, the breakthrough you thought was delayed is closer than ever. But here is the surprising part. The blessing approaching your life does not look the way you expected. That is why confusion entered your mind recently. That is why distractions suddenly increased. That is why certain people began acting differently around you. Because once your next chapter begins, everything changes. Don't skip. Because the next revelation is important. Someone watching this has been feeling disconnected lately. Disconnected from certain people. Disconnected from old habits. Disconnected from places that once felt comfortable. You wondered why. But Archangel Michael says, you are outgrowing environments that can no longer hold your destiny. Read that slowly inside your heart. You are changing. Your vision is changing. Your energy is changing. Your future is changing. And not everyone will understand that transformation. Some people were only assigned to a chapter of your life, not your entire journey. That ending hurt because you cared deeply. But heaven says, what left your life made space for what truly belongs to you. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end because the final message carries a once-in-a-lifetime confirmation. Right now, unseen doors are opening quietly around your future. A conversation is being prepared. A connection is being aligned. An opportunity is moving closer. A burden is slowly lifting. Even if you cannot see it yet. Movement is happening. Archangel Michael says, the answer you prayed for is already moving toward you. And here is what shocks most people. The moment before transformation often feels the most confusing. That is why you felt pressure recently. That is why your emotions felt heavier. That is why fear tried to whisper that nothing would change. But fear was lying to you. Your story is not ending in frustration. It is shifting into restoration. Don't skip. Because this next part is directly for someone listening right now. You almost gave up recently. Not publicly. Not loudly. Quietly. You smiled in front of people while internally feeling drained. You wondered if things would ever improve. You questioned your direction. You asked yourself if all your effort even mattered anymore. And tonight, Archangel Michael answers you clearly. Yes. It mattered. Every step mattered. Every tear mattered. Every moment you chose not to quit mattered. Because you were being prepared for something greater than you imagined. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next season entering your life will not resemble the last one. Where there was confusion, clarity is coming. Where there was heaviness, peace is coming. Where there were delays, movement is coming. But listen carefully now. You must stop doubting yourself. Archangel Michael says, the greatest battle happening right now is the battle inside your own thoughts. Because deep down, you already feel that change is near. You already sense that your life cannot remain the same. And heaven wants you to understand this tonight. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not losing your purpose. You are in transition. That is why certain things suddenly stopped working. That is why old paths began closing. That is why you feel pulled towards something bigger even if you cannot fully explain it yet. Your future is calling you forward. And the most surprising part? The people who underestimated you will soon witness a version of you they never expected to see. Not because you became arrogant. Not because you sought revenge. But because peace changed you. Wisdom strengthened you. And heaven elevated you quietly while nobody noticed. Don't skip. Because the next revelation may be the confirmation you were praying for. Archangel Michael says, there is a moment approaching that will restore your confidence instantly. One moment. One conversation. One opportunity. One breakthrough. One unexpected shift. And suddenly, everything will begin making sense. The confusion. The waiting. The silence. You will finally understand why certain things had to happen exactly the way they did. Stay till the end. Because this final message is urgent. Over the next few days, protect your focus carefully. Not everyone around you deserves access to your energy. Some people only understand your struggle. They cannot understand your growth. Move quietly. Stay grounded. Keep your peace stronger than your fear. Because heaven is arranging something behind the scenes that cannot be blocked. And this is the powerful revelation Archangel Michael wanted you to hear tonight. The blessing coming toward you will arrive when you least expect it, but exactly when you need it most. Think about that. At the exact moment you feel tired. At the exact moment you wonder if anything is changing. At the exact moment you least expect movement. Everything begins shifting. That is why you were guided to this message tonight. Not for entertainment. Not by coincidence. But for preparation. Something huge is waiting for you. And before this message ends, Archangel Michael says one final thing. Do not let temporary emotions make permanent decisions. Your future is too important. Your purpose is too valuable. Your next chapter is too close. Keep moving forward. Because what is coming next into your life will feel like an answer arriving after a very long silence. Tonight, something extraordinary is happening around your life. And before you do anything else, don't skip. Stay till the end. Because Archangel Michael says the next few moments contain a message that was meant to reach you at this exact time. And what you are about to hear could explain the strange changes already unfolding around you. Something huge is waiting for you. You may not fully understand it yet. You may not see clear evidence yet. But deep inside, you feel it. That pull. That pressure. That feeling that your life is standing on the edge of something massive. That feeling is real. Archangel Michael says, you are closer to your breakthrough than you have ever been before. But listen carefully. The reason things became heavier recently is because your life is moving into a new season. And every new season begins with separation. Separation from fear. Separation from confusion. Separation from people who secretly drained your peace. That is why your spirit has felt different lately. You are changing. Not slowly. Not accidentally. Powerfully. Don't skip. Because the next revelation is something very few people are prepared to hear. Someone watching this has been asking for a sign. Not openly. Not out loud. Quietly. You asked heaven, am I really being guided? Is something better coming? Will my situation ever improve? And tonight, Archangel Michael answers clearly. Yes. But here is the shocking part. The answer to your prayer is already moving toward you while you are worrying about how it will happen. Think about that. While you are stressing. While you are overthinking. While you are wondering if things will change. Heaven is already arranging what you cannot yet see. Stay till the end. Because the final message in this part carries a powerful confirmation. Right now, there are unseen shifts happening around your future. A delay is breaking. A burden is lifting. A hidden opportunity is approaching quietly. And the people around you may not notice it yet. But your spirit does. That is why you suddenly feel distant from negativity. That is why you no longer fit into certain conversations. That is why your heart keeps pushing you toward growth even when fear tries to hold you back. Archangel Michael says, you cannot step into your next chapter while carrying the weight of your old one. Read that carefully. Some things had to end. Some people had to leave. Some plans had to fall apart. Not to destroy you. To redirect you. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. Because this next message is directly connected to your future. There is someone listening right now who feels emotionally exhausted. You kept fighting battles nobody knows about. You kept carrying responsibilities while feeling empty inside. You kept hoping for a breakthrough while pretending everything was okay. And tonight, Archangel Michael says, you have carried enough. Relief is closer than you think. Those words were meant specifically for somebody here. Relief is coming. Not fake peace. Not temporary comfort. Real peace. The kind that calms your thoughts. The kind that restores your energy. The kind that reminds you your story is still unfolding beautifully. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now listen carefully because this next revelation is powerful. The reason certain doors stayed closed was because they were too small for where your life is headed. You thought rejection meant failure. But heaven says rejection was protection. Protection from wrong environments. Protection from wrong timing. Protection from things that would have distracted you from your real purpose. And here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation Archangel Michael wants you to hear tonight. The breakthrough entering your life will happen suddenly. Suddenly. After long silence. After confusion. After waiting. One moment changes everything. One unexpected opportunity. One life-changing connection. One conversation you never saw coming. And suddenly, your entire direction shifts. That is why you cannot give up now. You are too close. Don't skip. Because the next few sentences may become unforgettable for the person listening carefully. Archangel Michael says, your greatest reward is arriving after your greatest test. Think about your recent struggles. The emotional pressure. The uncertainty. The moments you almost lost hope. You survived all of it. And heaven wants you to understand something deeply. You did not survive by accident. You survived because your purpose is still active. Your future is still unfolding. Your blessing is still approaching. Something huge is waiting for you. And this is important. Stop speaking negatively about yourself. Stop believing every fearful thought. Stop assuming silence means nothing is happening. Because behind the scenes, movement has already started. There are things being aligned for you right now that you cannot yet see with your eyes. Stay till the end. Because the final part of this message carries an emotional truth that may stay with you forever. Archangel Michael says, the version of you that emerges from this season will be stronger, wiser, calmer, and impossible to break. Not because life became easy, but because you learned how powerful peace really is. The pain taught you wisdom. The waiting taught you patience. The silence taught you strength. And soon, everything you thought was working against you will begin working in your favor. Do not rush the process. Do not compare your journey. Do not let temporary frustration make you forget how far you have already come. Because your story is shifting now. The chapter of confusion is closing. The chapter of restoration is opening. And before this message ends, Archangel Michael says one final thing. When the blessing finally arrives, it will feel bigger because of everything you survived to reach it. Remember those words. Because very soon, you are going to look back at this season and realize that what felt like delay was actually preparation for something far greater than you imagined. Right now, at this exact moment, something is changing around your life that you cannot afford to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because Archangel Michael says a surprising revelation is about to enter your life, and the people who hear this message completely may soon witness a shift they never expected. Something huge is waiting for you. Not later. Not someday. Closer than you think. There is a reason this message keeps pulling your attention back. Maybe you tried to scroll away. Maybe you told yourself it was just another video. Maybe you thought nothing special would happen. But something inside you said, listen carefully. That feeling was not random. Archangel Michael says, this message reached you because your spirit is entering a season of awakening. And what happens next in your life may completely change the direction you thought you were heading. Listen carefully now. For a long time, you have been carrying emotional weight in silence. You smiled while feeling tired. You stayed strong while secretly needing strength yourself. You kept moving even when your heart felt heavy. And nobody fully understood what you were fighting internally. But heaven understood. Every silent prayer. Every hidden tear. Every moment you almost gave up but kept going anyway. Nothing was missed. Don't skip. Because this next revelation is powerful. Archangel Michael says, the thing that made you feel delayed was actually preparing you. Think about that deeply. You thought life was stopping you. You thought doors were closing against you. You thought silence meant abandonment. But heaven says preparation was happening in places you could not yet see. And now, the season is changing. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end because the final revelation in this message may become unforgettable. Right now, There are people around you who cannot understand why you are changing. You are quieter now. More observant now. More protective of your peace now. That is not weakness. That is growth. Archangel Michael says, you are learning to protect your energy because your future requires clarity. Some people only knew the old version of you. The exhausted version. The doubting version. The version that accepted less than they deserved. But that version is fading. A stronger version is emerging. And the shocking part? Many of the struggles you faced recently were not there to destroy you. They were there to reveal your strength. Don't skip. Because someone listening right now desperately needed to hear that sentence. You are stronger than you realize. Even after disappointment. Even after delays. Even after emotional exhaustion. You are still standing. That alone says something powerful about your spirit. Archangel Michael says, the next blessing entering your life will restore more than you lost. Not just financially. Not just emotionally. Completely. Peace. Confidence. Direction. Joy. The things you thought were gone forever are about to return in a greater way. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now listen carefully because this part carries a once-in-a-lifetime revelation. There is a breakthrough approaching your life that will arrive unexpectedly. Not through force. Not through struggle. Suddenly. One moment changes everything. A new opportunity. A surprising message. A connection you did not expect. A door opening after a long season of waiting. And when it happens, you will finally understand why everything had to unfold the way it did. Archangel Michael says, the confusion will make sense once the blessing appears. That line alone will stay in somebody's heart forever. Because right now, you only see pieces of the picture. But heaven sees the entire story. And the story is not ending in defeat. It is turning toward restoration. Don't skip. Because this next message is extremely important. Somebody watching this keeps doubting themselves because of past mistakes. You replay old failures in your mind. You question whether you are truly capable of something greater. You wonder if your best days are already behind you. But Archangel Michael says, your future is not chained to your past. Read that slowly. Your future is not chained to your past. You are not defined by old pain. You are not trapped by old seasons. You are not disqualified because of previous struggles. In fact, everything you survived prepared you for where you are going next. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Because the final words in this message carry deep confirmation. Over the next few days, pay attention to unusual peace entering your heart. Not because every problem disappears instantly, but because your spirit is beginning to realize that heaven is already moving ahead of you. That peace is a sign. A sign that things are aligning. A sign that hidden movement is happening. A sign that your next chapter is closer than you think. Archangel Michael says, the breakthrough you prayed for is already searching for you. Think about how powerful that really is. You are not chasing your destiny endlessly. What belongs to you is moving toward you too. That opportunity. That restoration. That moment of relief. That unexpected shift. It is already in motion. And before this message ends, take a moment and truly feel this. You survived every difficult day for a reason. Every delay taught you something. Every closed door redirected you. Every painful moment strengthened something inside you. Nothing was wasted. And very soon, the same person who once cried in silence will stand in peace and realize that the waiting season was only preparing them for something far greater than they imagined. Don't skip your next chapter, because it may become the chapter that changes everything forever.